My grandpa and my daddy told me something when I was a teenager, right? Profound, probably the greatest lesson ever in life. As they were chewing my ass out, but they was like, just take the ass chewing. Whatever you can apply, use it. Whatever you can't, move on. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not listening to none of that. Like, because in my mind, we going back and forth, somebody gotta be wrong. So if you telling me what I'm doing is wrong because you see it like this, and I'm saying, nah, it's like this, and now we're doing this back and forth thing, I'm not gonna be wrong. This is my idea, this is my life. I'm the one that's gotta make the decision. Why are you talking to me like you know what I'm supposed to be doing? Then years later, many years later, I get into business. Young, but I was in business. I'm older than 16. Now I'm starting this company, and I find myself going back and forth with one, my good friend, and we're arguing about what he felt we should be doing. I'm just like, yeah, nah, that's not gonna work. You wrong, I'm right. And I think founders get caught up in this decision making process where they're wanting everybody to see them as being right. So much so that they don't even think the conversation through. It's I'm right, you wrong, my idea, not yours. And when all reality, you should have just took the conversation and said, okay, this is what I like about that. I'm gonna keep that. This is what I didn't like about it. We'll shelve it. And I do that with you, right? You'll you'll have a great idea. And I know it's a great idea. But if I feel like that idea is taking us off the beaten path, I'm not trying to hear it. And we spend 30 minutes going back and forth when the reason why we're building a company is because two minds, three minds, four minds are better than one. But yet here I am. I find myself in this same little mindset, like, just take the ass chewing. Just take the valid points. It may not be the point for today, but it's gonna come up eventually. And as you're building your company, as you're running your practice, and I think about in the sports world, the head coach is always the cream of the crop, right? The top of the top. And somebody may come and have an idea how they can run a play or a practice or how we can spend money or whatever it is. And because their idea is way off the beaten path, nobody's listening. Instead, you should say, all right, yeah, man, it's a good idea. Not right now, because this is what we're doing. And we have these things to worry about and build out because your idea may fit in the middle of this thought or the middle of this decision. But if we continue down the path, by the time we get to the end, your statement might not be valuable the way you said it. You may have, like, you know what, retweaked how you said it or what you thought could have been done because now you've got more information. And that's what this company has been built on over the years is every decision has another decision tied to it because you're getting more information. And you may have made the same exact decision. Like I will relaunch the company and the program that we did 6, 7 years ago. But I would do it in a way that's applicable to now that I got more information. So just because you'll have the same idea, you won't have the same process because you got more information. Nobody's ever telling you to get rid of your idea. They're telling you live more, do more, take in more. That's why masterminding is so beneficial too, because you're getting more information, more viewpoints that may challenge your vision, that may challenge your ego. But If you just take the ass chewing, take the part you like, get rid of the part you don't like, and move on, you save yourself time, aggravation, random arguments, broken friendships, and you get past the whole little don't hire your friends and don't hire your family. Because I believe that if you work with your friends and your family, they know you better than everybody else. So they're going to give you vulnerable statements that they probably wouldn't have given to their boss because y'all are friends. But if you don't like what they're saying, guess what? We'll keep doing whatever you're doing. That don't mean you can't hire your friends or you can't hire your family. It just means they're gonna have a level of accountability to say things to you in a way that they probably would have never told their boss at their job. It doesn't mean that they're disrespecting you or they chopping you down or they think your idea is dumb, And this whole day, I just been thinking about the amount of time that was wasted building the company we spent on disagreements from how we were going to make a decision. Because at the end of the day, you're the decision maker. But if you don't have enough of the facts and you didn't go a level deep, another one deeper, and understand there's more viewpoints, you will never be the leader or the CEO or the founder or the big dog that you want to be because you're only operating from the level of information you got. So my question to you, anybody, even you, how many minutes have you wasted arguing with somebody who was just giving an opinion?